Hi, I'm Mark. This is Mark's Tech Vlogs on YouTube, and I don't normally do unboxing videos. However, I have just received the brand new Switchbot K10 Plus mini robot vacuum cleaner, and I'm pretty excited to get my hands on this. So I thought I'd do an unboxing and setup video for you guys and show you everything you get in the box and how to get it up and running. I am going to do a full review on this channel, which will be live in a few weeks because I like to use things for a good amount of time before bringing you guys a review. So let's check out the box, see what you get inside, and get it up and running. Okay, so this is the box. It's actually a pretty large box. We can see on the front it works with Amazon, won't say her name, works with Google, works with Siri shortcuts, works with IFTTT and SmartThings. So this is the mini robot vacuum cleaner K10 Plus, not to be confused with the S10, which is the big robot vacuum cleaner and mop that is currently on Kickstarter. I made an overview video of that a little while ago. So we've just got some details on the side. You can see a little picture of the bottom of it. And in the back again, we've got some product overview. So we know it's got 2500 PA suction. It's got an auto empty station. We can control it with the app. It's quieter. We've got dual cleaning and mopping, but that mopping isn't kind of like seriously mopping. It's just like a disposable sort of wet wipe on the front. And it's also small. So let's open it and see what we get. So. Okay, so right at the top here, we've got the user manual. So I'm going to pop all that to one side for now. We might need that in a minute. And then if we lift this off. Okay, so right at the start, we open this and we get the robot itself. I'm going to pop that to one side. We'll have a proper look at that in a second. And then we've got this bit we're going to remove. Some more stuff to remove. I really like that most of this is cardboard, so this is all recyclable, which is great. Okay, so what we've got here is some spare brushes. I don't know if the robot's got them on the bottom or if we need to fit those. We'll find out in a minute. And then there's two handles here because we're meant to lift this section up, so I'm going to put the phone down and do that. Okay, trying to lift that out wasn't very successful, so I actually put a box on its side and pulled it out. And I've also just took this bit of plastic off of it. So this is the kind of docking station for it, and also where it's self-empties. So this can empty itself into here, and it should last about 70 days before you actually need to empty the bag inside. So you've got lots of bits of plastic around here, which we'll remove in a second. And of course, this is stuck shut. So let's just undo this and see if there's anything else inside there, which I think there is. Yes, so we've got some stuff up here about no-go zones and mopping, which we'll look at in a second. So we've got in here, we've got a spare sort of bin bag type thing. So this will be where the dust collects. These are kind of like your old school vacuum bags. These will go in here. We've got another pack with some other stuff in. We're looking at in a second. And I've actually just realised that this bag, which I just removed from here with its cardboard attachment, should stay in there. So I'm going to put that back in like that, because the idea is that hole is where it empties out into. And then we've also got a little brush up here if you want to clean, I guess this is for cleaning various parts of it. And that's nicely stored up there. And then we've got this flap here as well, and this says before mopping set no-go zones in the app. So this is kind of a mopping accessory, I think, that you might need, and again we'll look at that in a minute. Okay, so just unbagged this bag of stuff we got. So we've got this, which is like a spare filter. We've got a spare bag. I will find out in a minute where you get all the spare bags and things from, so I can let you guys know. And then we've also got Switchbot wet mopping cloths. So these are things that can attach to that attachment at the top and go on the vacuum if you want to mop at the same time. You get 30 there, and again I will look up how you can get spares of those. And then of course I said you've got all the instructions here. And then most importantly, over here, we've got the robot vacuum itself. So let's get this out and have a look. So first thing, this thing is really small. So if you've been around this channel for a while, you know that I have previously reviewed a couple of robot vacuums, which I actually don't have anymore. But this is a lot smaller than previous ones. It's very compact. It's very heavy for what it is, which obviously doesn't matter because you never pick it up. But that's quite interesting. And we've got this on the top, which I'm going to take off. So you can see this bit here is a LiDAR sensor. This just has a LiDAR sensor in for finding its way around. It doesn't have infrared. And then we've got a few different bits. Let's flip it over and have a look. So yeah, so I spotted those brushes earlier in the pack here, so it obviously doesn't have those fitted by default, so we'll fit those in a minute. And then we've obviously got down here, we've got the removable brush. So you've obviously got a brush there that go around to suck up the dirt into the hoover, and the cover that goes on that. And I think it's also on here that mopping area goes if you want to use that as well. And of course I'll dive into this in the review as well. This is just a quick unboxing for you. And then what else we got? So we've also got this thing here that says remove before use. So that's just a bit of protective padding we've got, because obviously this is used as like a sort of like a bumper thing, so it doesn't smash into things. And then you've got two buttons on top. So you've got a button, I think, to send it home and a button to turn it on. And then back here, I can't get to this right now, but I think this is probably where the kind of dust collects and obviously gets emptied out into there, but you'll need to remove that when you want to clean it. So let's get this set up. Okay, so I'm going to jump in here and say that if you want the replacement kit, it's on the K10 page of the Switchbot website, and you get the kind of spinny bit for the vacuum, you get extra sweeping brushes, you get the extra bin filter, you get 5 dust bags, and you get a mopping cloth, and that is £60. Okay, so we're ready to begin. So what we've done is I've made sure this vacuum pack is back in here. I think in the last video I threw the spare blade in here, which I don't want to do because we need to keep this clear. So don't store anything in here apart from your bag. That's the mopping attachment. I'm not going to show you how to use that in this video. I'm going to save that for review. We're just going to get this set up in this video. And then I've also got the robot vacuum here. Now, I pointed out in the video that you got a filter in the bag, so that's one of these. Now, this is a spare, so you do actually get a filter in this already, and we can see that if we lift this lid off, which we're going to need to keep off anyway, and we just lift this out, you can see the filter is already just in there, so you can remove that and clean that as well. So we're just going to place that on there, and I think if you wanted to use a mopping feature, basically you'd remove that and put the mopping attachment in there instead, or you'd clip it on the bottom or something. I'm not sure. I will go through that in the review. This is actually the first time I'm ever using this product. So what we need to do now is go through the process. So I have plugged in my charging station here. I've also removed the plastic film that was on here. Okay, so next we need to flip this switch to the 1, so it's on. And we need to wake it up. We can do this in one of two ways. We can press and hold this button for 5 seconds, or we can kind of dock it ourselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dock it. So we can see that it docks this way in, and there's 2 metal bits here. So we've got a metal bit here and a metal bit here. So I'm just going to push that so that touches like that. And we can see that's made contact because these lights have lit up. So next we're going to need to go into the Switchbot app, so let's do that. So once we're in the Switchbot app, we just click plus on the top and hit add device, and because Switchbot works really well, you can see it there straight away at the top left for me to add. So I'm just clicking that, and it'll take you through some of the instructions that we've already followed thanks to the paper manual. That means it talks to you about kind of setting up networks, and it will get you to connect to your home Wi-Fi as part of this process. It will then connect to the robot via the Wi-Fi on your phone and use that to get it all set up and configured to your home network, because this device does connect via Wi-Fi and doesn't need an external hub. Once it's all set up, you can then assign it to a room and give it a name as well. This is particularly useful if perhaps you've got more than one of these or different vacuums around your house. And then it'll just give you a few extra tips and tricks as well, just to help you get up and running with it before you send it off doing its first mapping journey around your house. Of course, there are also tons of settings you can adjust. You can set things like schedules, the intensity of the suction power, and all sorts from a Switchbot app, but I'll talk more about those in the review. Okay, and there we go. That's the K10 starting off its mapping journey. So it's going to work its way around my living room, map it, we'll see that in the app, and I'm just going to let it do its thing. So there you guys go, that shows you everything you get with the K10 Plus, and then also how to get it all set up and running. As I'm speaking, it's running its way downstairs, it's creating a map, I can see it in the app, it's pretty cool. And I'm going to use that over the next few weeks and then bring you guys a full review. I'm going to try out that mopping function as well, although they are very much kind of like wet wipes you put on it from what I've seen. So it's not primarily a mop the same way the S10 is that's currently on their Kickstarter. This kind of like a mop if you need to, probably not something you're going to use, but I'm going to use it so I can review it for you guys. So it is currently mapping my downstairs. As I said, if you do want to get those spares, at the moment it looks like on the Switchbot website you only get them as a whole pack where you get everything, and that's about £60. Although I think Switchbot are going to sell the bags separately at some point, and because you only get 2 in it, and it's meant to last about 70 days, you're obviously going to need to change those bags after 140, and they're not reusable from the looks of things at the moment. But by the time I do my review, I will have reached out to Switchbot to find out when those bags are going to be for sale and how much they're going to be, and I expect you're also going to be able to get them on Amazon as well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this first look at the K10 Plus. If you have, please give this video a like. If you want to be first to see my review when it comes out, probably at some point before the end of the year, then make sure you subscribe to my channel. But if you do want to pick one up, I have put a link below as well. I will see you guys again soon.